right, we'll pick it up from when you have a surface. The next thing you're going to do is go about making an alignment. There's steps in between there before you make an alignment. One of those key steps would be to put in all of your horizontal and the horizontal aspect of any vertical constraints that you have. Identify all of your resources, all of your constraints, things like wetlands, things like places you have to be and places you don't have to be, that you were not allowed to go. Your cadastral map filled in its entirety, so you have property lines so you can see where acquisition is going to have to occur. Existing land division, proposed land division, potential land division. Lots of things come into the cadastral map, but they're all brought in 2D. Alright, so right away we're going to file, open up the project we were working out before, open up the drawing. That drawing, we had to know where it is. That was 4A when we brought that in, that drawing here. Remember, the shape files will cancel through. Now you're in this drawing. Now that you're here, right, you have to start realizing, in fact, if everything is set up the way it's supposed to be. It doesn't look that way as you go in, but you can start going to kind of tool space there. You don't really need the map pane. You definitely need the tool space, prospector, right? So you're there, prospector, and you're there. Do you have any surface there? Sure you do. There's your surface, and you might want to change your surface properties now to, instead of no display, just to make yourself feel better. Apply. Yep, it's there. Okay, let's go back and turn it again off. Surface properties, back to no display. That's why, in one way, it's a good thing to leave your contours on when you leave a drawing, so people, not your contours, but maybe the tin lines or something like that, so people can see that you actually have a surface in there. Hit apply. Okay. Now we don't need these 3D lines anymore, so we should probably have them on a new layer. So we'll go ahead and click, left click, left click. If you remember those lines out here, the outside lines were put in, and they were more or less your feature lines, or lines that we did to make the fake tin. I do not believe you can get rid of those in Civil 3D like you could in other programs, because all the data is linked. So we're going to put all those on some sort of existing map, perhaps existing limits, existing pass point. All these say the existing surface. Now you're in the proposed. So we're going to go ahead, for now we'll just go ahead and put all those on the existing surface weak. We'll work for that. Okay, that's all there. So that means we can put them all there. We can go back to layer 0 and then go ahead and hopefully maybe turn off that layer, and so it's not there. Now, this name of this video is 10 minutes. I've just burned 3 of them, getting to a point where I know where I am. I can double check this. For now, those are not alignments. I'm going to list. So you click on something very often and hit LI, or you click on something, and if you have your quick properties up, not a bad thing to have going, quick properties, right? You see it pop up, oh, that's on layer 0, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and just draft 2 roads, one west to east and one south to north. I'll make mine easy by just going straight from midpoint to midpoint. Line, shift right click, endpoint, the midpoint of that. It's not grabbing. I don't have my toolbar down there. I'm going to try it again. So what do I do to bring my toolbar back? All kinds of different things to remember what to type. Somehow I lost it. I start to freak out. I remember minus toolbar or command line. I remember to turn on my keyboard. Running out of 10 minutes here. Is he going to make it? I don't know. Command. If I don't have a command window, by golly, I better at least have the dynamic on. Another reason why to have the dynamic on. Command. Going back to the dynamic here. It's on, it's off. Command. Line. I've lost it. lost a little time. The command for command line is command line. Oh my gosh. I'll tell you where to fast forward. I think we can still do it. Command line. I can see now I can say align from the shift right click, the midpoint of there, to the shift right click, the midpoint of there. If I click on it, up, it's got a length. It doesn't show me all the properties. We can change what properties we want to have in the quick properties. We'll see whether it lets us do that right there, but it's going to take a while. The fact that quick properties is kind of like properties, boy, there's customization there, so we might want to basically, nice thing to have might be the delta Z, the NZ, and the start Z. Start Z, NZ, delta Z on something like this. We'll go ahead and hit apply. Now when we do a quick properties, we may actually end up seeing what we want for a line. We'll see whether OK works. Let's see what quick properties come up. We're running out of time. Making alignments shouldn't take up. There they are. I got some more information in the quick properties. They're really selling that big time in 10. So we'll use that a fair bit in a bunch of classes. I've got that one in. We're going to start thinking about eventually putting it on another layer before we go any farther. So I can take this. That's probably like a proposed alignment. So I'm going to click on that. Learn to hit P, jump down to proposed alignment. Sure, 100, that works for me. Now it's a line. You still want to go through the fact of going P edit, even though you could do it from a line. That's a habit. Yes, it's 1. I'm going to do the same now. Align from the shift right click, the midpoint, to the shift right click, midpoint. You know, in this case now your lines are overlapping. I'm going to take that, change it to, you can click P here, jump to P align 100, the first one that comes up. It's not a P line yet though. As you list it, you'll see the quick properties come up. If you have that clicked on. Running out of time. Will we be able to do it? Yep, it's on the right layer, but it's a line, it's not a polyline. So P edit, PE, grab it, yes, done. Now all I got to do is make an alignment. These things will look different. We're going to make a south to north and a west to east. We do that by going to alignment. Create alignment from objects. Start with this one, and we're going to start remembering and thinking about what we're doing. We're going to click on that. Enter to accept. We're going to give that a name. We're going to call that west to east road underscore center line. Starting station 1000. 10 plus 0, 0. We hit OK. It's done. Running out of time. However, we know that one ended at 80.62. We're going to start the next one at 7. 0 plus 0, 0. We're going to go here again, alignment. Create alignment from objects. Grab that. Enter to accept. So now it's going to be south, north, center line. Should have thought about my naming, but we can always go back and change. Write these things down, know how long they are before you start. Hit OK. There you have it. Only thing that's left is to figure out the station equation that exists here. There's all kinds of different ways to do it. I think ID of the intersection will not do it because it gives you that AutoCAD. What you need to do is in the alignment tools, you'll need to figure out what your station equation is. That's a label, right? That's a label. It's a point. There's all kinds of ways to do it, but you would then figure out what your station equation is for both that intersection so that you can set your elevations the same when you finish. That's 10 minutes. We did it. See you. Bye.